Hi, good evening, folks. In this video, Vegas, baby, Vegas. Let's talk about it coming up. Well, folks, I figure time for a little fun video just to talk about the karma in the league or the soap operas in the league, what's going on. But you know, here we are. What are we now? About a little over 4 months right after the big trade, or was it May? Anyway, it's about 4 months, I figure, something like. I'll check in a second here. I got some clips to show you. We'll have a little fun with this, as the Vegas Golden Knights folks are on the brink of being out the door. So this is, I think, for many of you Sabres fans, a welcome day, a welcome hockey game. And for those of you that don't know, we're going to go over some of this, talk a little bit about it, have some fun with it. We might as well have fun with the stretch. We've already had fun with the Sabres down the stretch, and we should have a little more fun with what's happening to Vegas down the stretch, because that's our job as Sabres fans. All right, so let's take a look at this. And I got a few clips for you. We'll have a little fun. All right, let's take a look at the first clip here, guys. Here we go. Yeah, and many of us are very familiar with this, and there's all the Vegas fans welcoming Jack to the great city of Vegas, a great place to live, and all sorts of things they're saying there. And there it is, November the 4th, 2021, so December, January, February, March, April. My bad. No, it's over 5 months, about 5.5 months ago. There you go. So that was right after the trade. We all remember Jack's famous tweet, Vegas, baby, Vegas. Oh, well. It's not over yet. We're going to look at that in a second. And I'm going to have a little bit more fun here of recent events. Here we go. Explaining a bizarre week in Vegas that ended with Robin Lehner's season-ending injury. You might remember that Peter DeBoer had talked about how he's fresh and he's doing well, and the next thing you know, this is happening. God, I tell you, these drama kings in the league, unbelievable. Unbelievable how channels will give this guy respect because they don't have the guts to say the truth, which is this guy's all about self and selfishness and inconsideration and just all about self. All about self. And anyway, I wanted to throw that in there because that's the main reason I don't like the Golden Knights. Once they got this guy, I wished them nothing but bad after that. You take a classy guy like Fleury and you trade him in for that. Wow. Real good move, Vegas. Real good move. All right, next clip. Now here are the current standings, guys. As we speak, Nashville clinched. You see the X before the Nashville. There it is. They're in. 95 points, 2 games to go. Dallas, 95 points, 2 games to go. Vegas, 91 points, 2 games to go. Dallas's game tonight, all they need is 1 point to clinch. Vegas have to win out their last 2 and hope Dallas loses out their last 2 in regulation to get in. And I don't know if any of you guys seen the game yesterday. I watched it. I mean, I was so mad at Dallas in that shootout because they had so many times they could win the game, really, literally, and they just couldn't score, and they finally did. And then, anyway, it went to 7 shots, and Dallas scored on their 7th shot. Vegas missed all 7 in the shootout. So the game tonight, Vegas is in Chicago, and Dallas is at home, okay? Are you ready for this one? They are home against the Coyotes. And they just need a single point, and Vegas, my friends, is out the door. So I will be watching that game tonight. That's why I want to get these videos up to you early, because I'm anticipating Vegas being eliminated tonight. I hope I'm not bad tripping at the end of this night and that Vegas is still alive going into the last game. That would be dreadful. All right, here is a look at an outside shot of the Vegas's home ice. Here we go. There you go, guys. There you go. There we are in Vegas. And well, if you look really far back, you can see Jack and Robin Lehner are walking together, but I guess you can't see it in that picture. Yeah, I'm having a little fun. I'm riding it a little. And this is a notice they have made. Vegas has made a notice ahead of time for their fans if they're eliminated tonight. Here we go, last clip. And there you see it, guys. The zoo is closed to the public while we upgrade. So this, my friends, is what you call karma in sports, okay? It's what I believe is karma. It's what happens when you get spoiled brats, you put them on a team, and they think they're larger than a franchise, and you put them together on the same team. This is the end result. And you trade away champions for guys like this. And you bring, they must have been out of their mind making that deal with us, really. How that deal's unfolded so far, my goodness, what a good trade for us, really. Our culture change was so quick once Jack was gone. And a lot of fans that still are, for those Sabres fans that still are all high on Jack Eichel, my goodness, why? Why? What was his career high in points? It was 80-something point season. We were paying him $10 million. 10 million, not 2, 10. We were paying him more than Sidney Crosby, more than Evgeny Malkin, more than a lot of players in the NHL. He was making more money than them. To do nothing but whine and complain and want to get out and go somewhere else where he thought he could have an easy ride into the playoffs, into the sunset with the Stanley Cup. And reality has not hit yet in Vegas because really it's their farm. That's the reality of what's going on in Vegas. They have way too much cap space, that team, the cap space. They have way too much cap crunch, way too much cap crunch. And they have way too little prospects. So they can't even bring up their prospects to get rid of salary, really. You know what I mean? Things are going to get messy out there very soon, if they're not already. I think this video is kind of like that theme that Vegas is really, they're crumbling. That franchise is crumbling right now. I'd be very surprised next year Vegas has a better year. I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. I don't think they will. I think next year Vegas could be under 500, really. I think all of that's going to come crumbling down in Vegas. A lot of things, guys, really they've done wrong. And we've seen it. The owner on that team just has, if we think our owners made mistakes, I encourage you to go look at a guy that had a team that could win a Stanley Cup, what he's done with them and what he's brought them into now. We got very lucky making this deal with this franchise because I think if they could do that trade back, they would take Tuck back and Krebs and their first rounder. And guys, let's keep in mind, okay, that we will be looking at the number 16 pick also in the draft. Let's keep that in mind. So we've got our pick, then we got Vegas's pick. Unless by chance Vegas win one of the lotteries. That's if Vegas misses. They're not out yet. I know technically they're not out. I'm just very confident Dallas at home, who's something like 25-10, are not going to blow this ride against Arizona. I just can't see it. They're going to win, most likely outright in regulation. But if they don't and they run into like a hot goalie and everything can go wrong there's still a chance Chicago can force the issue with Vegas today anyway. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, if Chicago wins in a shootout, that's it for Vegas this season, just that alone. And, Dallas just have to get a point somehow. I can't see this turning in their favor at this point, guys. This is why I made this video, because I know most Sabres fans just wish this could happen. Well, guys, here it is tonight. Make sure if you're streaming a game, I would really suggest to check out I know for many of us, we don't want to root Dallas on in a game. I think it's our obligation tonight. We gotta root on the Stars. Let me close this up. We got to root on the Stars in this one because I can't see the Sabres fans not cheering Dallas on tonight for the first time and maybe forever, because this is an opportunity, unless they jump out like 4-0 on Chicago jumps out on them in the first period. They might have no gas left in the tank. Don't forget, it's back-to-back. And Vegas had to travel. again, don't forget, Vegas had to travel. So they're really on the ropes. They know it. And what was really awesome in this game is, honestly, I watched that whole game yesterday. Jack was invisible. He was invisible in this game. He didn't dominate like I thought he would. I thought yesterday he'd put up a typical good Jack Eichel night. He didn't. So we shall see, guys. We shall see how this pans out. But in case I'm right, I want to make the video before the game and have a little fun before the celebration. And that's where that stands with this fan. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Till then.